What's up? And how's everyone doing? Let me turn this down because the echo. Real tech definitions. All right, welcome to. I was gonna say denote it, but I guess it's just mix it. Episode 3. Good morning. It is super early. We are probably gonna get some of the Europeans and maybe a Hawaiian, maybe a no, that it might be too early for them. Anyways, good morning on the East Coast and West Coast. It is 8:42. I kind of wanted to do this an hour ago, but I've been getting everything together and just cleaning up. Eddie just made the timestamps for yesterday, so I'm gonna pin that right now. Thank you, Eddie. I'll make sure to reply and thank him later. Anyways, today we are doing just mix it. It's gonna be a quick, no rules kind of thingy. Yeah, so let's get into it. So we are gonna be, first off and foremost, BCF has a sale going on until the 14th, which is pretty good. I mean, that's pretty insane. Can I save image? Let's see. Can I do that? That would be, ooh yeah. Simple. It doesn't say where though. Okay. I can quickly see that. BCF, save. Select color. Let's do red so it pops out like Valentine's Day. And can we make it smaller? Is that possible? Booyah. Oh, it doesn't fit. Okay, oh no. Boom. Good enough. Anyways, Eddie's here too. Thanks for joining, Darren, Ronald, and Eddie. Thank you, Eddie, for consistently doing the timestamps. I have never asked Eddie to do anything. I don't pay Eddie. I might pay him in tacos though. That would be a nice thank you. Thank you of tacos is always good. But anyways, so today we're going to be doing the blue Razz fruit punch. That is not where I want to go or where I want to go. Where is it? There we go. So let's first find the flavor blue Razz fruit punch by Flavor Art. Yeah, there it is. That's a lot. So I made one mix with it so far. Absolutely loved it, way better than the single flavor test. So the first one I did is right here. So if we look at my original flavor test, I think it's episode 4 for denoted. Blue Razz fruit punch is kind of like a raspberry blue Razz, kind of slightly floral tropical kind of deal. It has a way that it can lean blue, red, what was the other, or purple. So originally this is what I did, and it is now public. I love it. Blue Razz flavor at 2, Blue Razz fruit punch FA at 2.5. Wait. Okay. At 2.5, cactus innerwear at 1, melon innerwear at 1, shisha strawberry cap at 4, more shisha strawberry innerwear at 1.5, super sweet 0.75, which is kind of important, and yellow passion 1.25. So yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not surprised. That is pretty I mean, they used to be 3 something. That's pretty expensive. You can use noted 15. Now get you 15% off. Maybe you can order it directly. I mean, yeah, their prices, I mean, they're a little bit more. So that makes sense there. Yep, 450 here seems to be. Damn, so they're just, what is this? Tempe. Oh, and I was like, that's not it. But yeah, it seems it's kind of expensive. So let me save you the stress. Yes, they are. If you guys don't have money but you have tacos, you can always give me tacos. But yeah, so I started off with this. This is amazing. Does better with 1% super sweet, 0.75 to 1. I put 0.5 to standard and it was fine, but it kind of seemed like it was just missing a little bit of sweetness in it. It was a little bit, I don't want to say bitter, but it just wasn't enough. So I pushed it up. Takes about 2 days for it to kind of settle. It's too much cactus. Now, I know you don't like cactus. I'm not here to convince you, to use cactus, but the cactus for some might be a little bit too upfront, and the floral might be too upfront. After 2 days, I noticed it completely changed. And as I said, you can remove it or lower it to a more 0.25, 0.5. I want a little bit more, but it seems to be perfect. So I really wanted the cactus to kind of interline with the raspberry notes that I'm getting in Blue Razz Fruit Punch. I know that sounds weird, but it works very well. The cactus, after that 2 days, molds with the kind of floral notes that you get from the fruit punch. It kind of just and pushes them all, the floral, towards the cactus and kind of changes it. The Blue Razz Fruit Punch here, I wanted to pair it up with some very syrupy, very sweet. That's why I went with Favora, which is one of, if not my favorite Blue Razz. The melon in here was to kind of pair. The melon was more just kind of to soften it up, if I remember. I just wanted to add somewhat of a green note in there. A lot of people don't know about this flavor, and so here's some hidden info. But melon Inawera, sub like 1%, is really good at just adding sweetness and body, while adding kind of like a mild kind of tropical melon flavor in there. It instantly gets masked. I did try it without the melon in there, and I didn't like it as much for some reason. The melon seems to soften up the rough edges, kind of tone down brightness from the Blue Razz, and helps it pair well with the strawberries. Now, originally I was just going to put shisha, and then I was like, nah, I'm just going to put, Inawera shisha. And then I thought about it. I was like, no, I'm going to put cap, because I realized I had a 30 mil. I forgot I had it. Yeah. Blue Razz is pretty expensive. Yeah. But it's a little bit weaker on the potency, which is why I tend to put it at 1.5 to 2. And then the Yellow Passion, I just wanted more of a tropical vibe in there. It's more, that's what I use it. My favorite additive to Juicy Funk up a recipe, 1 to 1.5. So when I do it above 1.5, I'll start to taste the passion fruit a lot more. But below 1.5, it just makes a recipe funky, which I like. Now, I agree it's kind of pricey, so I'm doing this version, and now I might adjust it again. So I boosted up the cactus just a little bit for my own palate, and just slightly more of the funk, and then slightly more strawberry. The shisha strawberry combo is so good. I really wish I went over that in the episode Strawberry Mutes, because that combination, like, it's fantastic. So it does the kind of jammy stuff that Shisha and Aware does, but it kind of emphasizes a lot more. I that combo is one of the most bassy, deep strawberry combos you can get, at least that I've found. I did 4 and 1.5 originally. I don't see much of a change happen here to the point where it's going to ruin it. I think it's just going to add a little bit more, which is what I want, just a little bit more. I wanted to incorporate this because I haven't used it in a while and it's such a great flavor. So I really want to see what it does at lower percentages as an additive. What I think I might do is take out the blue Razz Favora, because you are right, save some money, right? But the problem is, I think that will drastically change the recipe. You know, this is more artificial, whereas this is more syrupy. This is more slushy, artificial. They're, I don't know how to explain. They're different kind of syrups. Whereas blue raspberry slush, it feels like artificial syrup. Blue Razz Favora feels like more natural, even though that's stupid. It makes no sense. So what I do now, before, as you've seen, before I even start mixing, I've already adapted the recipe and kind of looked over everything to prepare. But I'm just gonna double check everything to kind of, whoops, I wanted the other one. There we go. Just to make sure all the percentages are where I want to be. And make any final adjustments. See, this is exactly like 2% is where you start to really taste it. I'm also debating right here. I mean, holy crap, look how much information I have on that. I'm thinking maybe I'll put Cactus Juicy SSA, which might be one of the best, if not the best cactus. The problem with that cactus is it's a lot more friendly to others and gets masked. I want a cactus that's kind of a dick, you know what I mean? I wanted to just slam open the door and say, hey, I'm here. But Cactus Juicy, that might be where I need to be. Let me go and check all my cacti, which is a lot more than you think. I don't want to search notes. I want to search in the stash. I think, oh my god. I think I have the most cactus. I don't think you can have more cactus than me. I think this is literally all of them except for 1 or 2. Let's see. Let's start from the top. Ascents. Ascents is a little too floral. Flavor, but it's not as gummy as dry. You get a juicy fruit vibe with some water vibe. The juice is different. One day I'll use the Ascents. Here's the juicy type. I want more. I feel like you can raise it up to 2 to 3, which you can. I should change that because you can. We'll test the verified. But at 1.5, I want more. Edit that because that's 100%. We'll move up to 2% next. This tastes like Innerwire or MB. You know what? I could do MB as well. MB, like, I hate MB. You guys know that. But I don't have Ultimate Blue Razz, man. I'm behind on all the Ultimates. I'm midway through Noted, the OG DX, whatever. I was like, I'm done with these Ultimates, man. Because I viewed it as like, if we're not going to do every single rebranded new flavor, then why are we going to do the Ultimates if they're not rebranded, but they're just gonna constantly put out new ones. So like, we're just always gonna have to do it every few months. That makes no sense. You know what I mean? So every 2 months we do 4 flavors, or every like 1 month we do 4 that, you know what I mean? It just became like a nuisance. I'm one of the few on the show that was like, I'd rather do 20 flavors. I'd rather do 1 or 3 or 20. I don't want 4. I don't want 6. I don't know. That's just how it was. I wanted to get as much out of the episode, because I was like, I don't want to fucking test this again. You know what I mean? Testing's the worst part. I'm thinking I could switch it over to Juicy. I don't know. I think I'm gonna stay, because I think I'll stay here, and then if I like it, I will switch over. Now, where do people put this? 8%? Yeah, 8%. I've never tested it this low. I already listened to that one. Will it work as an additive at that low? Excuse me. I think I should go 4, right? Then I can take this down to 1. If I take that down to 1.5, I don't want Blue Raspberry Slush to be the show. That's the problem. And then apparently this one, people are testing it. Okay, it's at 2.8, but that's because of me. Before, someone was testing it much higher. Okay, 2.5. That seems about right. So that's putting it 0.5. I think this is a good game. I'll put it at 3. Really push that flavor. In return, we put that down. 1.5 is fine. And then the slushy, if it's at 8 to 10, I think 4 would be a good. Really, it overpowers flavors for you? Not for me, but I think it's just because I'm so used to Innerware. Alright. I love SSA. I'm just really afraid to change the recipe too much here. I say it humbly, you know, because I'm not sharing recipes like that anymore. Like I just stopped. Like today, these are January 23rd, and then prior to that, December 11th. Prior to that, it keeps going. August, like, yeah, I didn't. And then April, so like I am not posting as much. So I have a really good recipe here, so I don't, at least for my palate, I don't want to change it too much. I just want to see how much better I can make it. And I do love, let's do the smell test. Let's see if these flavor compounds are going to work with my palate based off my scientific nose. I forgot, it doesn't smell the greatest. It smells like a fart. But I think it will work. I think. I don't get it. Amazon keeps trying to charge me. And it's like, hey, take my money, man. And my bank is just like, nah, man. I'm like, but the auto pay has been going through for months. What's going on, Mr. Prime? And it's just like, no. And so I messaged them. They're like, no, don't worry. It will go through. They were like pointing, like kind of like, bro, what do you know that I don't? They were like, don't worry. It will go through. I'm like, all right. My bank just said, no, it won't. So let's see how long till they cancel my Prime. They won't, because I love Prime. Prime and Safeway. Those are like my 2 orders where I order. So anyways, that was a tangent. Okay, who else is trying to... Okay, no one else is trying to buy stuff on Zon. So we have a good recipe here. Do we gamble and put the blue Razz in there? Now, when you do or adaptations, you want to slowly adapt. Jesus, people are walking by and they're loud. You want to slowly adapt. You don't want to like make giant changes and add new stuff here. So I'm making small switches here. How much are we going on the cactus? I think 1.5 is where I want. Secretly, I want 1.5. Do I go 1.5? That is the question. Please don't. Okay, good. Nothing wrong with a danjon. I can't combine it. I think we're gonna stay at 1.2. Is that too high for me though? It can't be too high. 1.5. You see the strength and power? Yeah, I know that, bro. Above 2.9. It seems a max. You can pull as 2%. What? Creamy notes at 3. When I mix unlike to use, I like to use. Okay, buddy. I need to learn to edit these properly. When I mix, I like to use 1.5. Like to use 1.5 in recipes where I want it to shine through, but watch out, it can easily overpowered or easily covered. You know what? Screw it. I'm going 1.5. I'm a gambling man, and either way, I like cactus. I think 3 is here. I know originally we saw it at like 6, but I'm pretty sure that was just someone single flavor testing it and just pushing it. 1.5. That's what's worrying me is the blue Razz now. Let's see. Let's try to find notes around 1%. Blue Razz game. Touch of sweet, also touch of lemon. At 3 is weak. Really? I feel like some people have a muted palates from this flavor, because some people just don't get it, but I just get nothing but like a full Slurpee. You know what? They are right. People are testing these at 1 and they're getting it. So we're gonna bring it down to 1.5. Nothing too drastic there. Now this is what's gonna piss me off, is this slush. I don't know if I should add it or not. We've already solidified the rest. The rest is good. 100%. Now, I know. Look at these cute little bottles I got. So they go up to 120. And now, what I've been noticing is, you know, you make great recipes and bad recipes. Some recipes are good throughout their entire life. This sounds weird. And some recipes are only good for a week or 2. Now, I notice at 120 milliliters, well, I usually do 150 milliliter testers. And I've noticed that around 100, 120, if there is fade in, I notice it. But then I have 50 milliliters that I have to kind of go through, knowing that the recipe has not been what I want. And this is, you know, like the mango sticky rice recipe. You have to use it within a week or whatever, or 2 weeks. Usually they last about 2 to 3 weeks for me. So we're getting like a long steep here for fruits. So recently, I got these bottles which go up to 120, and they're really squishy. They're really good, and they have the nice tips and everything. I like them. and they only go up to 120. And so I've just been putting them around 75, and then that still gets me to notice the fading and all that. So I've kind of just switched over to that, just in the time being, because I like these bottles a lot better. And then the other bottles that I have right here, I will use for my former coworker, because he gets 400 mil, and that is 250 each. So I fill both those up with 200. Done deal. And I get tired of like rotating those bottles in amongst my own, so I'm just gonna use these, which go up to 120. Yeah, I don't have a cactus taste reference, no cactus, but I have a jackfruit for something. So cactus flavor is, I don't know. I don't know how to explain that shit. No. It also is called prickly pear. They're comparing it to like melon, kiwi, or watermelon. That kind of makes sense since a lot of people do not like melons. It gives me like similarities of like the tropical funkiness of like a cactus extreme, like kind of like pink guava, which is a grapefruit. So I guess kind of like a guava and like a grapefruit, and funk, like the funk of maybe like a even more funky than like a mango. Like it's a floral funk, not similar to like lavender or anything, but similar to like, I don't know, it has its own unique flavor that I don't think you can describe by comparing it to other fruits. What does this taste similar to with the green bean comparison? What? Green bean. I can see bubblegum. But I don't think there's any like fruit that you can like legit compare it to. Maybe a dragon fruit. If you've ever had a dragon fruit, that's kind of similar to what it is. I guess dragon fruit, like it's kind of like a funky water, but it's delicious. Peachy pear type flavor. I can see that. See, I think the beautiful thing about cactus is if you get a chance, it's kind of your own entity. Like I really like, I can describe and relate any kind of flavor, but I can try to relate cactus to others, but at the end of the day, it's not gonna be close to it. You know what I mean? You have to like kind of try it. It's its own entity, as I said, its own flavor, its own, if you had aloe, imagine aloe but turned down a lot. It's similar to aloe and like dragon fruit combo. It's more sweeter than aloe, significantly more sweeter, less floral, less leafy. But there's just no, like, I don't feel comfortable saying it tastes like this, it tastes like that, because at the end of the day, it just tastes like cactus. There's really no other way to describe it. And I like it. It's one of those flavors that some people don't. That's honestly, like, I don't want to say that's how I got on the scene. That's kind of weird to say, but when I first started DIY, I found out that I loved cactus, just off unaware. And so I looked for this episode because I was hoping that I could find more information instead of buying them all, and I couldn't. And so I bought them. So I got a whole bunch. I got the weird ones that are like cactus cooler, they don't count. But then aloe, prickle pear, and cactus. I don't know. I gotta watch this. Emily fell asleep. I forgot. That was back when I was just doing it on my camera. And we were an hour in, and she had to work. I understand her now because I work at, I wake up at 4:30, so doing the show at 10 kind of suck. Yeah, dragon fruit is the closest I can, and that my palate feels the similarities, like a sweet tropical water. All right, I gotta stop BSing and actually make a decision if I'm gonna. It was between this and sour blue raspberry candy wonder flavors, but I don't know if I have that, as well as I don't want top notes in this recipe. I want to kind of emphasize the base a little bit more, even though it's basy as fuck. Yes. Now, was it Nom Nom? Nom Nom. Yeah, it was Nom Nom. So not related to Noms. There it is. Noms times 2. This is the original, before you guys knew me. This was the original jump. Yeah, I just want the image. Give me an image. Okay. Do I have to zoom in? Alright, it looks poor quality, but you get the gist, okay? Actually, I can't stand poor quality. That's why I don't watch my shows. That was funny. I actually do watch my shows, but for the sake of this joke, do not. So Noms times 2 actually makes some really good, like, alright, so you guys might not know. But before I did this thing, I did this thing. And so I've reviewed thousands. Well, not thousands. I've tried thousands. I haven't reviewed them all, but I've tried a lot of e-liquid through Vapebox and Samplebox throughout the days and just trying them. And then I worked at a shop. This line is really good. Some great combinations where you get most of the flavors, 2 out of 3 typically, or 3 out of 3. They are sweet, whatever. But this is what got me into cactus. This flavor, cactus jackfruit mandarin, which is just cactus jackfruit with a little citrus, is amazing. And that's what got me into the cactus, because I was like, what? And then once I tried it, I could sell it because I was like, nah, trust me, it's good. And then if I had, what we would do is if we like something, we would just have a bottle ready. Just be like, yeah, here, try it. But yeah, that's what got me into it. And then that led to all mine. I keep trying to distract me from the blue Razz. It 150% had it. That was part of the reason why I kind of liked Inaware Cactus, because as soon as I tried it, I was like, yep, that's it. Also, at the time that flavor came out, I don't think there could be much more cacti. I think, SA would be out, maybe Asense. Not many were out. I would guess, because at the time when I did the noted OG, I had to buy a lot, and there was new ones, like SSAs is new. Now 4% is 4%. Gonna take away from the fruit punch. That is the key. Now I tested at 3 and I watched my video on it, and I didn't say anything about wanting more. Oh, I'm so blind, I didn't even see the noms times 2. Darren, but yeah, that line is great. Another line that's gonna annoy me. Select. Can we go Arial Black? Go with that. There we go. I wish I could outline it so you could see it better. Oh, no. You stay right there, buddy. You don't move an inch. And don't forget Valentine's Day BCF sale. They didn't know I did this, so I hope I don't get in trouble for it. As well as technically it doesn't say who they are. So technically I think legally we're okay. So so you can get that at BCF. I don't know the full name. At this point, I don't know if I can even say it. All I know is I want BCF and nom 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 noms to last forever. So I hope whatever they have to do to get through this, they get through to this, because without those 2 anchor stores, we're kind of fucked. I hate to break it to you guys. Yeah, like if we lose we already lost chefs, which we needed. And then losing Wizard Labs, Nicotine River, Grimberry Farms, we're losing a lot of avenues. So make sure to go support Nom Noms, use noted 15, or go use the Valentine's Day sale at BCF. You can also use Team DTV for 6% off if you just want to. I don't know what would be wrong with you, but you could in the future after the 14th. 4 to 8%. Do I have notes online for this? I don't. By the way, this is a fantastic recipe. You take a banana, open banana, take blue raspberry, slam into banana, monkey candy, enjoy. And what's crazy about that is I don't even have I didn't use AI. Could you imagine making Pokemon AI now? I mean, they do that as is, but this was the picture I went with right here, which has Squirtle, Wartortle, well, Squirtle, Wartortle, and yeah. I would love to redo this and take out the puree. And then, because the puree is going to be kind of spicy. It worked here, it works. But I feel like I could get a better banana. I'm thinking maybe like Hankson banana. That's the only one I'm thinking of. Hankson banana. Maybe soft banana. I don't have a lot of soft banana left though. Yeah, but that's where I use it. I did it at 8, but that's the base plus 4, so that's 12% of sour blue Razz. This is kind of weak though. Or that seems right. This is right. Okay. Maybe do 5%. 5%. You know what? Let's have fun. Let's have fun. Let's let 7 people decide. What percentage? Alright, so we're going. Nope. 3, 4, 5. Probably spelled that wrong, don't care. Alright, there we go. 3, 4, or 5. I mean, logically, I think we gotta go 5 or 4. But is 5 gonna be too much? I don't want it to be too much. Fruit Punch and the Blue Razz Favor as a combo. And we're just backing that up, you know? We're becoming the 3 Musketeers here, but I don't know who's the lead Musketeer, but in this situation, we need which one, I don't know. 3 little mice, we need the 3 little mice, whichever the guy's the blindest guy in the front. We need that guy. No, we don't need that guy. We need the guys in the back that are just as blind, but backup dancers. We need Michelle and Kelly. It took me a long time to get those 2 names, as well as it was also too fast to recognize those names, by the way. I shouldn't have gotten it that quick. But that's what we need, Michelle and Kelly. So, all my independent flavors, show your hands off, Batman. You know what I'm saying? Something like that? No? Excuse me. Only 2 of you voted. That's alright. I'm thinking 4 too. We're doing half. It makes sense. Half of the 8%, which isn't even the full potential. It's just kind of like the starting point. Now, when I first started this, I tested at 6. I don't think it's crazy. That's 6. I think we're gonna do 4. Oh no. 3%. 3 was the original. And a lot of times in this, you have to go with your original thought. And Blue Raspberry Slush can be, I don't want to say it doesn't go the way you want, but imagine you turn on a hose. Yeah, that thing helicopters sometimes, you know what I mean? What up? What up, Chasing Clouds? Josh? Alright. I'm thinking 4 too. I hope, like, if we ever get popular enough to where there's like 40 people watching, I'd love to do like a combination of spin the wheel and viewer guided recipes. That sounds fun to me. I don't know, but we can't do it with even the highest, like 20 people. It's just not gonna work. I don't think so. Pencil. Alright, I'm just gonna go with, oh, there's 4 votes. Yeah, we'll just go with 4. I think 4 is where it should be. And I think that's it. Alright, so we made some changes. We boosted the Yellow Passion 10.10. This we're gonna do 1. Well, we're gonna start at 0.75. We boosted this up 0.5. Shisha cap is perfect. We boosted this up 0.25. We boosted this up 0.5, which is major. 0.5 here. We dropped this 0.5, save some money. And then in substitution, we're adding 4%, which is the equivalent of 0.5 here. So that should do it. I wish I had notes on this at higher percentages, but as you can see, it's just me. Literally, there's only 2 recipes, or 1, well, about to be 2. Well, 1 public and 1 not. And it's literally just me, which is crazy to me. Do I have the right one? Ooh, Razz FA. Like, do I have? Yeah, I have the right one. Is this it? No, this is it. This is the one. Yeah. So this is wrongly labeled. So the bottle says Blue Razz, right? I know you can't see it, but the bottle says Blue Razz. But if you go to where it is and you click here, I am 21, don't ask me. Ooh. Right there, you see in parentheses that it is Blue Razz in parentheses fruit punch. And then if you go here and you do a Google search, Flavor Art UK also says it's Blue Razz fruit punch. And I don't know if they have a regular Blue Razz, but based off the flavor test that he's done in the time, this is incorrect. I'm gonna add it just for the fuck of it. But yeah, that's not the right one. Odd. He did it at 2.5. Very interesting test, that is for sure. So he says 2.5. Yeah, we gotta, someone tell TZ to fix this. But it's weird because the bottle has no fruit punch on it. I don't know, maybe they know something that happened in between. Yeah, definitely, that's not good. I'm gonna switch this up to a 5. Now, as a single flavor test, it was probably a 3.5 to 4, but what's done in mixes is definitely a 5. Alright, so now it's mixing time. So I'm gonna turn up the music slightly. Calm down, Darren. Is it Darren that gets upset or Buster? I can't remember. Either way, I'm just kidding. But turn up the music a little bit because I'm probably gonna not talk. So I'll go play my favorite song here. I'm gonna turn it up a little bit. Right. Feel free to zip along. There's absolutely no way. Let me post another one. one of the greatest flavors ever. Just saying it now before people start getting on the train and like, oh my god, this flavor is awesome. Why didn't no one ever tell me? I told you from the start. Get green too. How's the music, by the way? I'll check to see if it was too loud. It's alright. It smells similar. See you, Josh. Thanks for joining. Yellow passion kind of smells like grass. Like basil. Yeah, it smells like basil and a little bit of mint. It'll scare people. It's so good. Doesn't really taste like that though. Cucumber. I just got it on my hands. Yeah, very cucumber basil. That's very like a fat kid eating cake on Christmas Day. No, I don't put it in the top 10. It should be. Yeah, about to say. I love, Ronald, how you mentioned I have super speed. I mean, some people don't. I'm sure. That's my yellow version. Bro, I can't afford a fedora. It's just one of my favorites. Well, there's alcohol in yellow passion because my cut is burning. Also, fruit punch is colored like a reddish, rosy color. We're done with that. So So since I'm probably gonna do a V3, don't touch my eyes, don't touch my eyes. Alright, so there we go. Boom. Alright, so as I was saying, color in general is, give me some now, back it up. See what I'm saying? It's dark red. Let's see. Maybe this would work. I'm a genius if this works. There we go. Get the right angle. Watch your eyes. Not too bright. See how it's red? I do have that one. I'm not the hugest fan on it because it is a little bit too toppy and not bassy. But genius, Ronald. That might be a V3 option for sure because it's more top note for me. But that would work. Sour blue Razz candy is delicious. That's one of my favorites. So, as you can tell, that's why it's already that color. And then through time, I don't have the bottle, but it will get more reddish. That's that. It seems to me, so only 5 votes, but there's 6 people watching. What do you expect? It's fucking 6 a.m. on the West Coast. Yeah, it seems most have 20 to 40. I mean, the obvious ones here is the new one. I didn't really count that. I was curious about like the slush. But I think most people are not gonna have the slush or any of the Razz. I just think that cactus is gonna be, I think, one of the more popular ones on here. Melon, I think, is gonna be another one most people don't have. I think it's the opposite for Cap. I think a lot of people are gonna have it because it's new and regularly available on the West. And then Yellow Passion, I don't think a lot of people have that. See, the problem is I don't think do you have it when I mix as much as does this create ideas? Does this create imagination? Does this spark a thought? Because if I'm going off of like, oh, I hope the most people have this and all that, to me, okay, I get that, but that's just trying to get people to mix your recipes and popularity. I don't care if you mix it or not. Honestly, don't. I'd rather not hear like you tell me how my palate is wrong for myself. You get what I'm saying? I don't care if you don't like it, you know. I more than likely expect you not to like it because I'm weird and I like weird. If I want to taste normal shit, I can eat it in real life. Why the hell would I want that? I want something weird that I will never taste in life, that doesn't exist, that is unique to only this thing. And so that's what I hope for, a sparking an idea. Or what Just Mix It is kind of about is showcasing a new flavor or a recipe. I think, it's more of like a free for all show. But the last 2 episodes have been showcasing the new FA. I'll do that from time to time when I have a new flavor and it does well. I think it deserves a kind of Just Mix It to showcase how it does. This also showcases shisha at the same time, and technically Razz, which I think is 3-4 years old, kind of new. I don't know, but it's more like to create an idea. I don't go mixing off of, oh, I hope the most people can mix it. I go mixing off of, is this the best of what I have, and that will work for my palate. As well as every now and then I like to try new flavors, give it a go. But yeah, I've always mixed stuff that people cannot mix. Why did a vote disappear? That makes no sense. It said 5. But, so we're gonna add Nick off camera. And then, yeah, I'll let you know in the future how this rendition goes. Before I get off, though, the original one is good. I absolutely love it. It's been solid. And after 3 days, it gets insanely good. So if you do have these flavors, I recommend you mix it. If you like tropical blue razzes. Yeah, it's good. But like I said, I'd rather you create your own. Like, just give you an idea and then you go from it. That's how I've always kind of viewed what I do. I need to figure out how much. Okay, 4.6. That's how much I need. What? 1 inch of snow Wednesday? Bro, it's supposed to be like 60 on Wednesday. Today's kind of cold. Well, it is early. Oh no, Wednesday's gonna be cold. Tomorrow and Tuesday are warm. And then Thursday, Friday, and Saturday are warm. But somehow, Wednesday, it could snow. That's crazy. Alright. But I think that's it. So we're gonna do some shameless promotions. How to get this guy. Bye. 1 second. So I got the poll up on Facebook. Come on. There we go. I hate Facebook. Facebook just loads so slow. Alright. And bring you back up. Alright, so I did, first off, if you haven't, go follow us. Like I said, this I posted, only right before. But yeah, we have the poll up officially. Now, I'm gonna try and be as fair as possible. You can only pick one. We're gonna have elimination type deals, okay, guys? Like, if I notice that Clove gets like 2 votes, I'll probably continue it, kind of deal, I want to get more as thorough as possible. No matter what, a separate show where it will be half milk, half honey, because I don't have many of those flavors, will happen in the future. Just how soon, that's up to y'all. So far, it seems like Holy Crap Mango's winning with 45%, and Milk and Honey is in second. So the top 2 or top 3, I'll just line up, that way they're instantly in there, and then the others, like all alcohols, grapefruit, I'll keep those in mind. I am going based off the episodes that have of noted OG, noted DX, that haven't been done in the longest time. That's all I'm going by. So it's kind of like what hasn't been updated as much. And I want it to be purely user voted. But anyways, that is up. So go ahead and do that. And then don't forget the hashtag TMA. Get your recipes in. You have plenty of time. For the women episode, which is on Wednesday 2/5, 8:30 p.m. Eastern time. So check that out. It's gonna be awesome. Yes, I do like my own stuff. Gotta help your own algorithm. And then Guava the Fitty episode will be February 8th at normal time of 12 p.m. Eastern time. We did have a surprise 2 days ago with the Blackberries episode being on a Friday instead of a Saturday. And we will be back to normal on next week. And then February 15th, day after Valentine's Day, you can put your pants on or mop up all your tears and watch Honeydew and Cantaloupe. So that would be a fun episode. And then we will end February 22nd, the last Saturday of the month, with either mango or milk and honey or papaya, whatever wins the vote. And then we'll start to set up at least 2, maybe 3 weeks of March. That way there's, a little bit more planning. That way I can get more random flavors that I haven't tested out of the way, because most of them I've tested probably, I would say 97-98% of my stash. It's just the oddballs. Like, I haven't tested all my cloves. I think just VSO clove. I don't know if I even have other cloves. So yeah. And then yeah, you just watched Just Mix It, which has 3 episodes. The first episode is the pineapple pin. And then the second one was the pineapple coconut, which ended up being okay, but definitely like a sticky mango situation. This one has definitely been the most absolute amazing Just Mix It mix, even though there's 3. I like it better than pineapple pin, which is amazing. Like one of my favorite recipes. That's the one I make for my manager like every month. Oh god. Anyways, if you want to check out Zigzag, he is my friend who, I don't know, I can't reach him. He deleted his Instagram, so he's disappeared for a little bit, but his music's still up and he's an awesome dude. He just doesn't like social media like that. Understand? But if you want to check him out, you can check him out on all the main spots: YouTube Music, Spotify, I don't know, Pandora. You just gotta look him up. Don't they have like a spot where you can see all the other well, I'll just copy it and share it right now, you know what I mean? But you can check him out, give him a subscribe or whatever on that thing. I mean, if you want, you can Venmo me, or you can just subscribe to the Patreon if you want. It's always pinned somewhere, as well as you can find it on the Facebook. I only have one person, Mr. Big Shane O'Mac, but you got the Taco Squad, which is just kind of the donation one, and then the other ones that they, that you don't have to do those. Those are just, they made you pick 3, and then they're like, oh, they recommend that there's a middle tier. So I was like, okay, you don't have to. I don't care. If you want to, you can just reach out to me and Venmo me one time, or you can just buy me the flavors and send them to me. I don't give a shit. Honestly, that's more useful, because then Patreon gets nothing. But I don't really give a shit about that. Go subscribe to my friend. Make sure to hashtag TMA. Lemon episode, guys. It's super easy. Like, you have so much. Like, you really, like, everyone can do it. You know what I'm saying? So I hope to see you on Wednesday for that. And then next week is the 50 episode guava, which is going to be fun. This is the recipe that we kind of did together. I mean, you kind of did. Yeah, you did it with me. Yeah. So check it out. Recommend the Razz fruit punch. Really good flavor, as well as the pineapple coconut. But after mixing with this, I like this one better. I might have to, rearrange my top from that lineup, because those were the two big ones. And kiwi, no, that was SSA, right? But yeah, I think I like Razz fruit punch FA better than the pineapple coconut. However, the pineapple coconut's awesome. It just kind of fades. I don't know if it fades or if the recipe in general faded. Whatever. Drink your waffles, drink your water, or your coffee, eat your tacos, because they're vegetables. Yeah, they're vegetables. It's a full meal in a taco. You're getting all the dietary needs: meat, vegetables, cheese, tortilla. Yeah, no fruit, but you can add. You can do a pastor. Now you're just covering all the bases. At this point, you don't even need to eat anything else. Just tacos. Tacos and burritos. I'm good to prep. Most places. Safe travels. Good to gerp. Good to gerp. I've seen that somewhere. Well, thank you for joining, Ronald. I forgot to do it, but there you go. Welcome to the show. You have to get rid of the porn people. That's your responsibility. They don't come. You know what was odd is they used to come when I had no wrenches, and I would just live stream and do it myself. This was back in the day, Wiccan Talk days, and you guys don't even know about that. And now they don't. I'm just not an important speck on the spectrum. Whatever. But yeah, thank you all for watching. Yeah, good morning. Have a great rest of your day. I'm gonna shower and kick off the day. So yeah, have a wonderful rest of your weekend. Stay safe. I'll see you Wednesday for TMA, #TMA. And yeah, have a great rest of your week, y'all. Bye. We'll go back to the song. Bye, y'all. Stay safe.